Hello, everybody. Don't fret, Beard did not forget. The remaining character guys are coming, and WX-78 here, the soulless automaton, will kick us back off. But we may find him to have a soul after all. So, it's a robot. Well, perhaps not, as it is theorized that Wilson, the mad scientist himself, was trying his hand at synthetic humans, which resulted in failure after failure. However, come his 78th attempt, the experiment was a success, giving birth to WX. This theory lends itself thoroughly to the straight facts. This little guy is not simply a mechanical hunk. Contrary to what we've seen, he does have an empathy module with a soft spot for bees. Even killer bees. Just don't get too close. And heck, he even has a soft spot for lure plants. His stomach is just a chemical engine, the same way his eyes are just optical sensors. A CPU functions as his brain, a smelling module for a nose, protocols for chewing his munchies, for processing, and for sleeping. Now that all sounds human-like to me. By the by, as far as stats, he sits at 150 health, 150 hunger, and 150 sanity. Why so relatively low? Well, we'll get to that later. As if that wasn't enough, he will identify the rainometer, the icebox, and even Willow's lighter as brothers. The electrical doodad has a sisterly presence to it. And he finds friendly companionship with the lantern, an alchemy engine, thermal measure, and ice flingomatic. On top of it all, he will question his parental relations with the lovely science machine. Sounds to me that WX is someone who needs love, not someone who doesn't show it. But he does find happiness in a particular thing, the moon. He seems to be quite fond of it, even to the point of true excitement of the joys of a moon base. Side notes, he has a unique walking sound in which there's a lot of clunking, spinning, and turning. I'll shut up now so we can listen for it. Examine a Dury, and they'll be thankful that they do not have a nose. But examine a Slurper, and the same lack of a nose being will be violated, bug, or feature. Always a feature. WX despises eggs, even beyond the realm of hate. You can still cook them all up nice and over easy like, but he will still show no love to the yolky goodness. Don't worry though, he will still eat them. Because when it comes to munching, WX is not picky. He is able to eat spoiled and even darn near rotten food without penalty. This allows the player to stockpile food more so than any other characters, so get to it. That can't be it, right? There's got to be more to WX than that. Oh, there is. He is a robot after all, and robots can be upgraded. If we wish to upgrade ourselves, we need to eat gears, and we can obtain them through slaughtering clockworks, getting lucky through some grave digging, and luckier still by rummaging through tumbleweeds. But the biggest bang for your buck will be finding the ruins down under. It is a dangerous place full of nightmare clockworks. Just what we need to rack up the gear count. When down here, you'll find many piles of quote-unquote dead clockworks, but make sure you hammer them for more potential gears. I may do a video on the ruin someday at some point, but for now, I will just say be careful. This place isn't a place that is kind to beginners. Each gear will give roughly 16.66 health, 3.33 hunger, and 10 sanity to your max, meaning you need to eat 15 total gears for a fully upgraded WX. Debatable if it's worth it in some cases, but a fully modded automaton has 400 health, 200 hunger, and 300 sanity. Pretty insane, actually. But there is a downside to our pal here. His aversion to rain. You see, WX is damaged by wetness at a rate of 0.5 every 3 to 5 seconds. But thankfully, the amount of rain doesn't matter. But toss on an umbrella, and the rate at which damage is taken is significantly reduced. No umbrella? Umbrella. Oh, by the way, the sparks that WX emits when he is taking damage is actually enough for you to survive the darkness, and Charlie will not come to reap your soul. It might not seem like it, it might be a close call, but you will be safe. Trust me. Even after all this, his main perk hasn't even been discussed. System Overload. Now, I spent 30 minutes trying to get struck by lightning, so I'm going to cheat. Get hit by lightning in any way, and you are now overloaded. You have a 50% increase in movement speed, a personal radial light source, and an immunity to freezing, meaning you won't need any winter gear when the white stuff starts falling. It'll last roughly 1 day, but it can be stacked, even artificially. But we'll need a little help from our friends. With the End is Nigh book, well, you'll see. Getting struck nets a loss of 33 sanity per hit, but a gain of 100 health per hit. It explains why I went so instantly cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs here. Final note, if you get into some trouble with the locals and it ends with you hovering over your corpse, you will drop a random amount of gears that were used to upgrade yourself. And unfortunately, upon respawn, you will lose all of your upgrades. There you have it, everyone. Yet another DST character guide centered around WX-78, the not-so-soulless automaton. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.